morning. I'm Joan Willy, and I'm here at the Department of Aging Garvey Senior Center, and we're on the patio on a beautiful Thursday morning. So I wanted to welcome you today to a 45-minute strength class, and we're just going to kind of lubricate the joints a little bit to warm up. We're not going to be doing a cardio portion for this session today. So you just want to sit on the floor comfortably. If that means having one leg out, both legs in, both legs out, totally up to you. All morning I want you to do what's best for you. So you want to just try to sit up as nice and tall as you can with a little bit of shoulder blade squeeze. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed, and the blades drawing together. That's going to lift the sternum up a little. From here, let's just drop your ear towards your shoulder on one side. Gently feeling that stretch through the neck. Try not to hike your shoulder. Let it draw down. Take an inhale and lift, and exhale over to the other side. Just a nice, easy stretch through the neck. From there, draw your head back up to the middle and turn and look over your right shoulder, nice and gentle. Come on back to the center and over to the left side. No rush, just take your time. Look back, no forcing the move. Come on back to the center. Then gently drop the chin to the chest. Gently roll side to side. So whatever way feels natural for you. Feel some little pops and stuff through the neck there. It's okay. When you're ready, bring it back to the middle and up. And all of those one more time. Just gently to the side. See if you have a little more mobility this time around. Up to the center. Inhale and an exhale over the other way. Come on up. Turn and look over that left shoulder. And back to the center and to the right shoulder. And back to the middle. Drop your chin towards your chest. Gently side to side. Whatever feels natural, no rush, no hurry. Coming back into the middle, bring your eye gaze up. Take your arms with you this time as you inhale to lift. Bring the arms up, reach through the rib cage, one side and the other. So let those shoulders come down as you lift the fingertips up. That's it. Last two. And last one. Hold them both at the top. You can gently touch at the fingertips or turn your hands upside down. Inhaling, exhaling, sweep your arms wide and behind you. So you can tent your fingertips or put your palms down. Feel those shoulder blades draw together. Lift the chest. Draw the navel towards the spine. Take an inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to your knees or your shins or your thighs. Round your back, C-shape your spine there. Tuck your tummy tight, rounding and curling in. And then just lengthening and lifting. So just do that a few times. So you awaken through the spine, draw in and up. Last time in and up. Now I want you to keep that gentle draw in through the navel to the low back, navel to spine there. And from here we're going to inhale the arms up and exhale your left hand to your right knee or thigh, and your other arm goes back. And inhale up. And exhale back. Now start to take your eye gaze with you as you reach and turn and reach and turn. So combining that breath and movement, we get a little bit of a upward rotation there through the spine. Go through the rib cage, through the arms, through the wrists, through the fingertips. Spread your fingers wide and make a fist. Take them out and in. Last time, lift. And lower, and this side up and down. Now just gently make your way onto the floor. So coming around, make sure you got your water bottle handy. If you want, for a little while we're going to use these for our weights. Scooch all the way down on your back. Take your feet about as wide as your mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe you have a beach towel, or just set them on the floor outside your hips. Hands by your side. You still want to keep that length in your spine. Navel drawn towards the back. And bring the arms up overhead as you reach up and over, thumbs towards the floor behind you, and back down. Now let's alternate the arms up and down. Just warming up through the shoulders, through the rib cage. Last one, each side. From there, bring your hands to the middle and then open out. Elbows slightly bend and then come together. We're just kind of rehearsing the moves we're going to be doing with the weights. So use that combination of breath and movement. Last one out, last one up. Now reach out diagonally, so thumbs go out and then bring them down towards your thighs. Out and up, so you get a little bit of rotation through the arm. Thumbs come down. You can touch your thighs, you can touch the floor. Increasing that range of motion as it feels good. Add that rotation, flip in the palm, flip the thumb. Last one, up and out, and down. Now from here, go ahead and bring the knees up over the hips, and then hands behind the thighs and draw your knees to your chest. You could gently rock side to side if it feels good. Go ahead and drop your elbows down and add a little bit more of a rotation for that lower body. Toes can be in the air, or you can plant them on the floor if that feels more stable for you. So just gently side to side. Your legs may not touch the floor, that's not a problem. We're just looking to open up, loosen up. Last one to each side. And then coming back to the center, just take your favorite leg in your hand and point and flex your toes. Send it away. So the knee is over the hip, and we just point and flex away. Make some circles there through the ankle. Knee stay still. Notice how that feels through the muscles in the whole lower leg. Go both directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. And switch sides. Knee stacked right up over the hip, point and flex. Notice how that stretch curls up from your heel to your big toe. Rotate through some circles. And the other direction. I hope you're listening to some of your favorite tunes. Help keep you motivated with the music. Music, moving, breaths, all works together to make a good exercise session. Bring it back in together. And from here, we're just going to space those feet out a little bit. Draw the navel to the spine, keeping your back long. Rise up, all as one. Squeeze those gluteal muscles, and then gently lower down. So when you come down, you're lifting as one unit, and you're lowering as one unit. So rise, give a squeeze, and then gently release. All right, you ready for some strength training now? We're going to get some weights. You might want lighter to start. I don't know what your light is. Your light could be your water bottles. Your light could be 2 to 3 pounds. But to hold the weights up in the middle, we'll just do a nice easy set. Elbows slightly bent, and then come back up over your heart. We are not up here over our nose and our face. We're out over the heart. So open out, soft elbow bend, and rise. If you do a few with a lighter weight, give a squeeze through the chest muscles or those pectorals as you come up and in. And open out. So you could keep your eye gaze straight ahead. Don't keep looking at me. It's exciting. Hurt your neck. Look straight up towards the ceiling. Or if you're out on the porch, look up at the birds, at the sun, at the sky. Open out. So take your time coming in. Take your time opening up. Last one this way, and last one this way. Let's go ahead and put them down, and we could get some heavier weights. Anywhere from 2 to 10 pounds probably. And bring them up. Open out slow and controlled. Close it back up. Again, you're still working over the heart. Take your time. Take a break when and if you need. Open out. Close it up. Combining breath with the moves. I like to switch it up a little bit so we go upper body, lower body. Work through the middle. So last two with the heavier weight. And last one. One more. And come up. Tuck them in close to your body and then lower them to the mat or the floor. From here, bring your knee into your chest and then switch sides. And tuck both knees in, up over the hips, and tap the toes down. So here, automatically feel that navel draw toward the spine. Knee comes back up over the hip. And just a gentle tap down. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. Hands can be up, palms up. So that creates that lack of tension in the upper body. So try to really relax the upper body. Navel draws in. Knee comes back up over the hip. You're feeling pretty good about things here. Let's test your coordination a little bit. So you get that leg down, sweep the opposite arm up. And sweep the opposite arm back. If it feels better this way, just go ahead and hold your arms towards the sky, towards the top of the house, the ceiling, and alternating. If you're still feeling pretty good about things and you need a little bit more of a challenge, try to reach your toe a little bit farther down, away from your body, and reach that thumb back. Everything is controlled. All through the middle. Exhaling, bending. So you're working all those muscles of the core. Shoulder to hip. Last two. And that last one each side. Hug both knees to your chest. If that's too much, go back to the one at a time. So you could hold one in and draw it in, and the second side, or just hug them both in. If it feels good, draw your nose towards your knees, and then bring your head, neck, and shoulders back down. From here, we're going to go ahead and get a heavier weight. So if you'd like, do both water bottles. You're going to leave stable from your elbow to your shoulder. You're only going to move from your elbow to your fist. So you're going to bring your elbows up towards the ceiling. Try not to flare out. Try to hold them straight up. There should be a little 12-inch ruler there between your elbows, and they don't move. So you lower down and pick up. Still, these are weights. You want to keep them away from your face. So if you should lose your grip, you don't hurt yourself. It'll fall to the side, okay? So I'm going to go with my little bit lighter weights for this one. So you want to hold them up. Elbows are up. Now those elbows poke in. Don't let them flare out. If you don't have this much range, stop here, and then you press back up. So we're working the back of the upper arm. Try not to grasp that weight with your fist. You're holding it gently but firmly in your hands. You're not squeezing the heck out of that dumbbell, okay? As you lower down, feel the contraction and release. Two more. We're going to come back to that one in a little bit with a variation. Come back up to the top and lower down. Let's stretch out there before we move on to the leg. So you want to bring up your elbow with your hand, and you can stretch it back If it helps, pick up your head and just gently slide your hand down by your shoulder blade, or just bring it up and across. This gets a little different stretch when you hold the elbow and you bring it across the body. Shoulder stays down, draw it across, and switch. Feel that stretch more back of the shoulder and up and over. And from here, shake out your arms, it's going to the legs. So I don't know if you have ankle weights, if you want to use them or not. I chose not to use mine today. One leg's going to stay bent, other leg goes out straight with that knee as straight as I can get it. I'm going to lower the leg down towards the floor and then bring it back up no higher than the knee. So lower and lift. Each time is a separate lift through the quadricep muscles. And you want to breathe and move. So the back is long, stable, and we're just lifting and lowering. Toes look straight up towards the ceiling. 2 more. And last one up and lower it down. Bend that knee and draw the leg in and switch sides. Extend it out, straight as you can through the knee. Lift up no higher than the bent knee and lower down. Nice and control. Each one is a lift. Anybody could swing the leg. It's a lift. That's it. Four more to go. And last 2. Slowly lower down. And from there, go ahead and roll onto the side we just worked. So you lay on your side, make a pillow with your arm, hold your leg, your shin, your shoe, or your sock, and gently draw that leg back. Notice it's not up here and going back, but it's down and tucked in close to the other thigh. So we'll stretch through the front of the quadricep. If it would feel better for you, you can lay on your belly, make a pillow with your hands or your forearm, take that leg and bend it, and then draw up. You want to hold 15 to 30 seconds, give it a nice long stretch, and then switch sides. So your tummy muscles are in, you're protecting your low back. Draw the leg in, we switch sides, and up. From there, you can roll on to the other side, or do it from that lying on your belly position. You draw that leg back, hold the ankle, the top of the foot, the shoe, the sock, or the pants. See, I can hold my pant leg too and guide it back. From there, we're going to go ahead and start back at the top again. Coming back into shoulders. I'm going to go back the way I started. So for shoulders, we're going to add on a little bit. We did the arms up overhead with the water bottles. We did them without the water bottles. Now we're going to use a weight that we can control back and up. So you want to choose your weight carefully. Coming up above your heart. Take the arm back behind you and then back up. So it's very much in control. The spine is supported, belly is in. Reach back, alternating that lift. We could take both together. Notice how my back just scooped up like that? I do not want you to do that. So it would probably be better for all of us to alternate so that back stays on the mat where it belongs. Use the breath. And one more to each side. From here, open out from the heart. Elbows stay soft, and then come back up to the top. Pull away, back up over the heart. Careful that we're not squeezing the weight. Squeeze the muscles in the chest. Feel the biceps at work, feel the triceps at work. Last one down, and last one up. Now go ahead and get the heavier weight if you choose to use it, or you could use both water bottles. We're going to come behind us and then back up. So you could use the water bottle, you could use one weight, or you could use two, as long as you keep it away from your face. When we come back, it's behind our head and up. So lowering down, we don't move from our elbow to our shoulder. Exhale down, inhale up. Two more. And last one. Leave it down. Lower it carefully. Don't want to break the new cement. And roll to your side. Come on up. Let's give a stretch. So now you're going to be able to feel the stretch a little differently than we did lying down, since the floor prevented us to be able to come all the way back. And then draw it across the body. Other side across. And up. Long neck, long back. From here, let's shake it out. We could do some bicep curls from the seated position. Want to sit nice and tall, legs however they're comfortable. Bring your elbows under your shoulders and lower down. This time we're going to bring it up. We're going to add one more thing on for the shoulder, if you'd like. I'll show you first. You're going to take it out and up, bring it in and down. If you don't want to do that up and reach, you could skip that part. Making sure not to squeeze the weight. Hold it gently but firmly in the hand. It's like you're reaching up to pull something out of the cupboard, pulling it towards your body, and lowering it to the desk, the table, or the person beside you. You're going to use that breath. You're going to use strong, safe posture for your back. Last one up. And down. Go ahead and put the weights down and to stretch the biceps. Just take your hands back. Spine is long. Keep the shoulders over the hips. And you could walk the fingers back. From here, go ahead and just take one hand, gentle pressure in the palm. Maybe feel it a little differently this way. And switch. From here, we're going to do a seated leg extension. So you want to sit tall, snuggle that leg in, extend your other leg out as long as you can, flex the foot, and lift and lower. Notice it's not able to get anywhere near the top of this knee as when we were lying down. And we're trying to use good, safe posture. So you can hold your leg, or you can hold the floor, or you could make fists for wrists. You want to keep the leg as straight as you can. It's a smaller range of motion. Two more. Two more makes 12. And lower down. And bring it in. Switch sides. So you hold the leg. Get you started. Heel presses out. Toes reach up. And a lift and lower. slouching or sitting tall. Whatever posture helps you to keep a long spine. Hold your leg, hold your floor, make a fist. 2 more. From there, go ahead and bring it in, shake it out. Maybe take this bent leg and lay it down. Keep the toes turned out and walk your body down to give it a lengthen. Give it a stretch. Turn your toes towards the ceiling. Keep the long back. Try not to round. I'm not looking for your nose on your knee. I'm just looking to get some length there from your hip to your heel. Walk it back in and up. Put this foot back to the floor. And now turn the toes the other way so you can see the outside of your ankle and the other side of your shoe. Sit tall, relax the shoulders, and breathe and lift from the hip. So you can sit this way, this way, not this way. You have to put a big red X in there with the circle. Two more. And watch it quiver and bring it in. Give it a little side to side. And we're ready to switch sides. Bring those shoes, foot to the floor, extend out. Lift it up and lower down, we already did. So let's turn it out. See the inside? Lots of isolation, so it doesn't take long to start to quiver. 2 more. Quiver is okay, pain is not okay. Lower it down. Stretch it out. So turn the toes away. Take this leg and lay it down gently. Walk your fingertips down, feel the lengthening there. Let the foot relax. Walk it back in and up. Turn the toes the other direction. Stretch it out. Walk it back in and up. Foot plants. Turn the toes in and lift. Straight as you can through the knee. Relax. Sips of water whenever you need. Take a little break, skip a repetition or 2. Get a sip of water. Let's draw both feet together, soles of the feet together. Now they could be in close to the body, snuggled in there. They could walk out, whatever's comfortable for you through the hips. You want to lengthen and lift through your spine and exhale as you fold forward. You want to feel a little bit of release there. A little bit of a stretch, opening up through the hip. From here, we're going to come on to our backs again for some bridges. So we did some in our warm-up. If you'd like, you can use a weight, lay it across just about the line of the belly button, right there where the belly button is. Feet are a little bit outside the hips, about the width of your mat or your towel. Draw the navel in, lift your hips, and squeeze and lower down. You do not have to use a weight. What you want to focus on is that glute squeeze and release. Palms can be up to help avoid the temptation of pressing into the floor. Two more, we're going to change this up just a little bit. So we're going to lift and stay up, and from there, march your feet or march your leg. It's a very slow lift. Navel to spine, very slow You can start to increase that range of motion as you feel more comfortable. That's just a little bit more challenging for some people that are looking for a challenge today. If you're not looking for a challenge, go back to the squeeze and lifts. Try not to drop the hips. Keep them upright. Last one to each side for the leg lift. And lower down. Everything lowers to the floor. Crisscross one leg over the other and just gently roll to the side. If you want to feel more stability through the spine, elbows come up about shoulder height. Fists go towards the ceiling like field goal posts. Just gently twist to the side and come back to the middle and untangle and switch it up. Ease your way over and come on back in. From here, while that leg's up there, we can go ahead and leave it there and gently draw it away and then gently toward the opposite shoulder. And release it down, switch sides. Look real deep in the hip there. Gently press away and bring it across. From here, one more stretch for the hips. Take your feet wide, just outside the hips. Point a knee toward an ankle, and then back to the middle and over the other way. Just kind of loosen up through the low back, through the hips. Last one to each side. I'm going to do one more so I turn towards you. When I'm there, I'm going to come around. So I'm going to roll to my side, take my top arm, and push myself up. Coming onto hands and knees. Hands are right under the shoulders, and knees are under the hips, and the knees are about 2 fists apart. From there, we're going to work navel to spine. Try not to round your back up, and try not to sink your hips back. Just be in a nice long line from the top of your head to the tailbone. And from here, we're going to extend a leg back with our navel to spine. Extend one leg back. Toe looks towards the floor. Hip should be stable. So if you put a foam roller on there, it would not drop off. And switch. As I switch in a very controlled manner. So if navel's tight, belly's tight, spine is long, and don't watch me, watch the floor. Watch right there by above your fingertips or right in line with that line between your hands. Try not to be angled up, that's X. Long spine, long leg. After you've done it feel like that and you feel pretty stable, keep the knees down, the legs down, the shins down, and extend your arm out. Might change the whole story for you. Notice hands are right under the shoulder. As you open and lift, you're creating length there from your shoulder to your fingertip. I think some of you know what's coming. If you're still feeling strong and steady, go ahead and extend opposite arm and leg. Hold it out, lengthen out, and reach. And release. So it's a nice control. Now sometimes people tell me this hurts their wrists. You can hold a dumbbell down there. You hold the dumbbells. You don't lift the dumbbell when you lift. You would lift just your hand. And that can release some of the pressure on the wrist. And for others, it works fine to make a fist for the wrist. Think long, strong spinal muscles. Last one to each side. And release. And come on down to your belly. So walk it all the way down. Get the weights out of the way. We're going to do a back exercise for right between the shoulder blades where you will not need any weights. Hands or elbows under your shoulders. Hands are out front. Eye gaze straight ahead. Kind of warming up through those back muscles now. And then hands come back under the shoulders. Lower the nose down towards your mat. Press and lift to a comfortable position. Gently hold and release down. Last one up and down. From here, go ahead and extend your arms out. Bring one side up and lower, and the other side. You can look toward your thumb, down the length of your arm. You're feeling the work in the mid-back. You could reach thumb up towards the ceiling. Last one to each side. Walk your hands back in under the shoulders. Push your chest up. Bring your hips back towards your heels and feel that release in the back. From here, go ahead. If it's uncomfortable to be on your knees, just come on down to your side. We're coming to the side anyway. Just come into the side. You can come all the way down. You can have elbow right under shoulder as long as you promise to put elbow under shoulder. Not here and not here. Right under. So I prefer everybody just come on down. Make your pillow with your bicep. Bring your arms forward. These are clamshells as you draw the knee away from each other and lower down. As you rise up, you want to make sure this top hip doesn't roll back. So if we had a yardstick here, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder, come up and down. Some of you have done this before where you use a hand or your weight or a TheraBand, Dynaband to create a little bit more resistance there. That's fine too. You can just hold your hand there and push down as you lift up. That creates some resistance as well. 2 more. So our goal today is to get a full body workout using our body with some light weights. Everything on the floor. Hands are stacked, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Rise that top leg up so the ankles stay together here. And you just lift and lower. We don't roll back. Creating resistance if we want. Two more. A little sip of water. And if you can change your music up to some nice stretch music, we're going to stretch a bit. So we just got outside the hip there, so we're going to go back to the variation we had done earlier. We have the ankle on the knee. We're just going to hold the foot loosely in our hand, hold the knee, and gently draw that hip across, because we kind of just worked in this space right in here. And switch sides. So let the foot relax, gently draw that knee over, feel the stretch outer hip. That's kind of a warm-up to the stretch we're going to do in a little bit. While we have this leg in our hand, let's go ahead and take it up straight as we can through the knee, and we're lengthening the back of the thigh. You can point and flex your foot. You can do a little clock, counterclockwise, clockwise. Go through the ankle. Feel those muscles in your leg as they react to the point and flex. If it feels pretty good for you, for your low back and all, you can go ahead and extend this other leg out just a little bit more and more and more, or not. You decide. This is our primary area we're stretching. From there, hold it with your opposite hand. This hand comes down to the floor, your field goal again, and just gently draw it across. So it intensifies the stretch we just did. And bring it up to the middle. With the inhale, exhale, hold it as you gently draw it back. If you feel unstable here, draw that other foot in. Bend that knee and bring it in, and switch sides. Stretch through, hold the thigh, the shin behind the knee, straight as we can through the knee, and it may straighten a little bit more as we go. Circle. Feel how those muscles tapping back to you there. Walk the other leg out a little bit as feels comfortable, as long as you can keep that low back down. Straight as you can through the knee. Draw it as close as you can to your chest, to your nose. Snuggle that other leg back in. Draw it across the body. And hold your hand to the side. You can make your field goal. Bring it on back to the center, and then take it the other way. So hold outside the shin, outside the knee. Just gently draw it open. Bring it back into the middle. Let both knees to chest. Let the feet come down. Soles of the feet come together. Just as we did before, we did the seated stretch, then we're just doing the butterfly stretch through the hips, through the hip groin, inner thigh. Let the knees fall open. They may go all the way to the ground, they may not. Bring your feet back to the floor. Gently knee toward ankle, and up, and other side. One more half. When you're there, roll to your side. Let that shoulder come around. Let the hand press into the floor. And rising up. Sit comfortably. Inhale, both arms skyward. Exhale, add that little bit of rotation as we did earlier. And inhale back up. And exhale down. Inhale, both arms up. Take a big pillar stretch. Clasp if you're not going to clench your jaw. Keep them loose if you are. Inhale, exhale, sweep your arms forward and down. Bring those shoulders up to your ears. Roll back and down. Lay your ear toward your shoulder. Do you have a little more mobility than when we began today? Hopefully, yes. A little more range of motion over the shoulder. To the middle and the other side. To the middle, draw chin to chest. Squeeze side to side. Come on back to the middle. Eye gaze front and center. And good work. You did a wonderful job today. See you next time.